Hi, my loves. Tomorrow at 10:57 a.m. ET, we welcome our full moon in Aries, and this is a very passionate, spicy full moon. Not only because Aries is cardinal fire, the trailblazer of the zodiac, the leader of the zodiac, the first sign of the zodiac, which comes to us like a match in the dark and lights the path for the entire zodiac to appear, but also because this full moon is also forming some tense aspects to Pluto in Capricorn and Mars in Libra. So this full moon is going to be forming a tense square to Pluto, which is the underworld. Pluto wants to bring up hidden truths and illuminate the underlying truth that just needs to be brought up. And full moons are, of course, a time when emotions rise to the surface, high energy, high clarity. So revelations are going to be coming in hot at the time of this Aries full moon. And this is a time to, notice any resistance you're feeling to anything that comes up in your life right now, and know that any discomfort or any resistance doesn't need to be something that you keep inside. Like, squares aren't bad aspects in astrology. They dictate action, they determine action, and they move us to take action. They're only bad if we don't take action as a result of feeling some type of way. So let this full moon bring up what needs to be brought up, and let it move you to make changes, to take initiative, to declare yourself on a new path. This full moon is also coming to us with the influence of Mars approaching its square to Pluto, which happens on Friday. So it's not exact at the time of this full moon, but we're going to be feeling this energy all week, the energy of power struggle in our life. Mars square Pluto, need for control. All of us are going to be feeling this in some way. This moon could illuminate where we might be feeling distrustful of people in our lives, of anything at all. Let this full moon just illuminate what needs to be illuminated and take action as a result of it. This could be a really powerful healing full moon if we are willing to embrace change, embrace burning off the old and sparking up the new. Let's pull some cards for this Aries full moon. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, King of Cups. Know the difference between rest, actual rest where we can regenerate and reconnect with ourselves and restore our energy, and just inactivity, keeping ourselves locked in the house, keeping ourselves stuck, keeping ourselves hidden from something, keeping ourselves safe from something. There's a difference between those. Where are you feeling like you have been maybe resisting actually looking at something more deeply because you have been maybe afraid of something that might happen as a result of it? Like with the Nine of Swords, we have this energy of like feeling paralyzed by our thoughts, feeling very kept small by a certain idea of a threat, a certain idea of a fear, whether it's real or not. The Nine of Swords definitely highlights a lot of mental activity, feeling paralyzed by our thoughts and feeling anxiety, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's not true, that our fear isn't warranted. It could be, but the indication here with the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords is like, don't just keep yourself stuck and think that you are actually doing something generative. Like the Nine of Swords, there's not a whole lot of generative energy to this card. There is a lot of generative energy, the Four of Swords. We have been pushing really hard and wasting a lot of energy, it seems to me. With the King of Cups reversed, it's like we're underestimating how strong we can be. We're underestimating our emotional resilience and our strength. We're really strong, and we need to know that, because at the time of this full moon, like, what would you do? What would you say goodbye to? And what would you welcome in if you didn't underestimate your strength, if you didn't underestimate your power, if you didn't underestimate your creativity, if you didn't underestimate your ability to offer wise counsel, wise direction, if only to yourself? Where have you been keeping yourself stuck on a loop, trapped in your mind, trapped in the dark, trapped in some closet, of your own mind smaller than you need to be. That's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. And we need a break from that. So the way to move into the energy of our fullest self, the fullest expression of ourself, the fullest expression of a vision, a dream, King of Cups, we need to actually just let go. Let go and let God, let go and let the universe help us to see more clearly. There could be some really interesting insights that come through in dreams. With the Four of Swords, mental stillness, rest, repose, Nine of Swords, the 3 a.m. card to me. A lot of mental activity up at night. What's happening in your dreams? King of Cups as well. Don't keep yourself small. It is safe to grow into yourself. It is safe. Where are you not feeling totally safe? With you. Why is that? What's going on in your mind? What parts of you are you afraid to notice? What parts of you are you afraid to look at? Your shadow? Some part of your shadow that you feel resistance to, that you've maybe just been kind of keeping yourself small to hopefully avoid. This full moon might illuminate that. And hopefully it does, because the healing potential in simply looking at our shadow and simply saying, you're not bigger than me. We're stronger together. We're stronger when I acknowledge you and say, I got this, don't worry. Adult me has this. King of Cups me has this. No more keeping ourselves locked in a certain limiting perspective that is cruel to us. The Lord of despair and cruelty. Wherever you're feeling despair, maybe it doesn't have to be like that. And maybe you're the one to save you. Let this full moon help you connect with your inner savior. And notice how that's not a process that takes very much labor, strategy. It takes surrender and softness, heart, the most brave part of you, the most courageous part of you. Knight of Pentacles. How are you feeling about your mission, what you are working towards, how you are working towards it literally every day, your routine, your action, the actions that you're taking on a day-to-day basis? How's that feeling? Is that feeling kind of driven by the Nine of Swords? Gotta stay busy because I can't look at this part of me. I can't look under the bed and shine a light and see if there's a monster in there because I'm too scared to move. Are we distracting from something, maybe? Keeping ourselves a lot more busy, a lot more energy taken from us if we're driven by the Nine of Swords rather than if we're driven by openness, divine guidance, a higher knowing, a higher way. Driven to work towards the fullest expression of ourself, the most open-hearted expression of ourself, worthy of all we want, worthy of all we are. What's informing your direction? What's informing your steps? What part of you? Who's in charge? Who's in charge here? The Lord of Despair and Cruelty or the Prince of the Chariot of Waters? Just check in. Check in, It could look the same on the outside, but it could be a world of difference. Your mission, your path, your life, your literal everyday routine could not change at all on the outside, but it can feel so much different if we're taking action from a place of needing to distract ourselves from something or needing to strive for something that has literally nothing to do with our heart and our soul, than if we are actually taking inspired action for a greater good or some purposeful purpose. You feel me? Let's pull a Seasons of the Witch Oracle card for this full moon in Aries. Get on your own side. This full moon in Aries is coming to us, of course, opposite the sun in Libra. The Libra and Aries axis is the axis of us and the other. Me versus we. Get on your own side. And then maybe you can really build beautiful relationships with other people. It all starts with getting on our own side. It just does. It just does. Make this full moon in Aries the time that you get on your own side, that you love yourself. Aries is the self. Let this full moon illuminate how to do that for you. Candle magic. Aries is the candle. Love to see it. Speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. Speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. All right, candle magic. Let's read the wisdom message for that. There are few spells that are complete without a candle or 2 or 10. Candles make the setting of a spell more magical and also play an essential role in a spell. Candles carry our intentions into the universe. They pull our words and our prayers along their spines and send them out through the tips of their flames. Aside from carrying our intentions, candles call in good spirits and nature's helper who are drawn to the light of the flame. These spirits protect us as well as hold our intentions, making our spells all the more magical, effective, and special. When you're holding candle magic, know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be. They know that you are in need of support and you are working hard behind the scenes to bring your prayers to life. You do not need to worry, as your intentions will manifest when the time is right. Love to see it. Love to see it. Know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be. Know that. Know that, and be intentional with every step that you take, whether that's in a full moon ritual that you do with yourself today or in your Knight of Pentacles daily work. Take every step with trust in the universe that your prayers have been answered. Trust in the universe. Then you don't have to get into Knight of Swords territory. Trust that your prayers have been heard, and they're in the works. They're in the works. They're in the works. Let's pull Universe Has Your Back Oracle card. And just complete this full moon in Aries reading. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Surrender. Surrender. This full moon is really going to illuminate the importance of surrender. That's where the magic happens. My loves, if you would like a reading with me, hit the link in my bio. I am offering tarot readings and astrology readings, or better yet, sign up for my 3-week hypnosis program called You Are the Spell, the Thin Veil edition, which starts on October 24th. I am super excited about it, and I would absolutely love to have you.